honored to be here tonight for Patty. For those of you who knew her, how many people? Just show me with your hands if you remember Patty. Okay, awesome. So Patty and I, actually it dawned on me that this September would have been 60 years that we were friends.
Wow.
So anyway, we went through everything that friends would go through. High school, to having children, being married, being grandparents. It was beautiful. We shared everything. So Patty moved away from East Boston for quite a while, and then she moved back to Winthrop, and she was as busy as could be. She was a real estate agent, she was a very active mother and grandmother, and she had a lot going on. But at the time, I was the president of the board, and we needed to have more board members with positive energy, people who would bring like a good spirit to the board. So one night, Patty and I were out just having fun, and I said, Patty, I said, you know what, can you do me a favor? I said, would you consider becoming a board member at the East Boston Social Center? And she said, no, please, please. She said, please don't ask me that, please, I'm so busy. I went, really, Patty? You can't do this just for me. You can even do it for a year. Just get us through in a couple of years. And she said, I got so much going on, I just don't know how I'm going to squeeze anything else in. And I looked at her. I said, Patty, are you an Easter girl? And she said, born and bred. I said that you can join the board, and she did. And I have to tell you, Patty was such a positive influence on the board. She was loving, hardworking. There wasn't anything that we could have asked her to do that she didn't do. And she was always honest with her opinion, which I loved, I appreciated that. And if she thought that something could look better a different way, we would do that. When we were decorating for all of our events, Patty would say, no, I don't think we should do that. Like, let's put more color. So we would add more color. But she just brought such a beautiful, beautiful energy and positive energy, just what we needed at that time on the board. Then Patty did get breast cancer. And she fought that battle and she won that battle. And for 8 years, she was cancer-free. And we were so thrilled with that. And then unfortunately, a couple of years ago, it came back. And that was just a very hard thing to watch. But anyway, so she passed away in November. And I think I'm just you. I just love her and I'm honored that you're thinking about her. And I have a present for you. So Patty shows herself to me in the weirdest ways, guys, I have to tell you. I don't know if you believe in this stuff. But she had given Mateo this adorable little tea set. Now, he played with it when he was 2 years old and he hasn't seen, he didn't touch it for like a couple of years. Patty passes away. And the week later, out of the clear blue, he said, Mommy, where's the tea set that Auntie Patty gave to me? And I thought, oh my God. So now this is going to lead to this little present I have for you. So a couple of weeks ago, I'm thinking, oh my God, this thing's coming up at the social center, and I'm thinking of Patty, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'll say what I can, but I don't want to bore people, I want to get emotional. And then all of a sudden on my phone, you know how pictures pop up? A picture popped up on my phone. And I'm going to show you guys what the picture is, and I want you to have it. I'm in the picture too. It's not me trying to give you a picture of me. But really, it just so happens that Patty and I are together. And it was for something, you'll remember this. You wanted us to give you, you wanted people to put signs together saying it was for one of our fundraisers. And that's Patty and I. This is what she wanted to give back to the social center. So that's what it is. And thank you all for listening to me. I hope I didn't bore you.